Well, good morning, folks. Scott Sager here with you, RTC TV4, along with my lovely wife, Glenda. How are you this morning, Glenda?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it is that time of year. It is the 4th of July, and Akron, Indiana has the parade to be at. RTC is there, bringing all the sights and sounds to you live from the top of our building there in Akron.
It's a great view.
Well, good morning, folks. Scott Sager here with you, RTC TV4, along with my lovely wife, Glenda. How are you this morning, Glenda?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it is that time. You heard some reverb there as we're in the control room, so you probably got a little bit of that, but it's out there now. We are live to the world and we're having some fun. For those of you watching RTC TV4, you just finished watching the Mentone Parade where we were at on June 1st. That was a good time, wasn't it, Glenda?
It was a great day, beautiful to be outside, and today's going to be a great 4th of July as well.
Absolutely. Well, the thermometer is telling us it's 84 degrees with a 92 heat index at the moment. So the humidity's up, but folks have lined the streets here in Akron, Indiana.
Just makes it feel like 4th of July.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the parade starts, of course, at 11. It is 11, but we know it's going to be a few moments before they come down the road here. So just enjoy some of the sights and sounds from the 2019 Akron 4th of July Parade. Glenda, we have what, almost 70 or 70
Yes.
plus entrants today, so we're going to have some fun with that.
Akron always has a great parade. We look forward to that. It's one of the best around.
Well, as a former Akronite yourself, you are well acquainted with the parades here in Akron.
Absolutely, been to many in my lifetime, and they're always still great. It's a fun time, and I know a lot of people from out of town come in to see this. They just do a great job with it.
Absolutely. And, earlier this week we had the Miss Akron contest that also included the Miss Sparkler and the Mr. Firecracker contest. So we're going to have all those parade winners on their way through the parade.
Fantastic.
All of the winners in the parade today. So that should be a good day of fun. Just hang out with us here, RTC TV4, Scott Sager, along with my lovely wife, Glenda. We're going to have some fun this morning here. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see, the parade has finally made its way to us here at our vantage point here at, what is this, 19 and 14, where they converge there, the RTC building.
Yes.
And who do we have first in the parade here, my dear Glenda?
Well, we're going to have the Akron Police Department first, of course, coming through. And then we'll have the Henry Township Fire Department right behind them. So we've got some fun vehicles with lots of sirens and lights that the kids love.
That's fantastic. Look like the Sheriff Sailor's there. I believe that's his vehicle coming by. Something seriously American about parades, isn't there?
Absolutely. And it always has to start with the sirens and the lights.
It does indeed. We've tried to turn them down a little bit for you so you're not getting blasted out, but hopefully you're enjoying them.
Well, as soon as the kids hear those sirens, they step out into the street and they are watching with great anticipation.
Absolutely. So there you see Sheriff Sailors and the folks driving by. And then right behind them, you're going to start to see your Henry Township Fire Department taking care of the folks over there in Akron. We can't say enough about all of the first responders all over our communities that we serve, doing great things, keeping us safe, protecting us, and helping us when we're in need.
Absolutely. We appreciate them so much and all their hard work. So it's always great to see them out having some fun.
Those sirens just squelching. But a nice contingency here, good representation. You know, it's a very hot day, as I said. That heat index at 91 degrees, 84 degrees on the thermostat right now. So
and rising, I'm sure.
A hot 4th of July. Hopefully you're by some water.
Hot as a firecracker.
As we've done this in years past, of course, Akron known for their heat on the 4th of July, so the folks along the parade route and folks in the parade have water guns spraying each other down, keeping each other cool, and having a lot of fun in the process.
That is always a fun element. Absolutely. And coming up next, we have the Lutheran Health Network, our Lutheran EMS, which is a much-needed service.
Absolutely. Lutheran all over the communities that we serve. They were over in Mentone, of course, they're part of the Rochester-Fulton County group as well. They're here serving Akron today, and good representation here in the Akron Parade.
And it looks like we still have many more to come. Quite a line of sirens and lights.
As our note says, any additional fire departments, and there is a line.
Quite a few.
More than one for sure. So glad to have everybody here a part of this.
Many of our surrounding communities, we're glad that they are not busy working right now, and we hope it stays that way and is a safe 4th of July for everyone.
Absolutely. Well, there's that grass truck. We saw that over in Mentone. Boy, I'll take that. Anytime you want to park that in the garage, feel free. That's a beauty. They really line the streets over here in Akron, don't they?
They do. They come out early, get their chairs out, and, you know, even on a day like this, you can set your chair out there to reserve your spot, so you don't have to be in the heat for a long time.
There was a lot of that going around. I think people were there at 5:30 this morning putting up chairs and blankets. Some folks said they've been in the same spot for 20-plus years. That's pretty amazing.
I can believe that.
Good stuff. I saw one gentleman had cardboard with him. He put it over the grates in the street so that the candy wouldn't fall down in the grates.
That's smart.
Lots of good stuff. See the tanker truck coming through right now. Well, that line goes all the way back as far as we can see on the camera here.
There are a lot of them, that's for sure. Candy for breakfast here. I know, it's almost lunchtime now, but...
A little kid would tell you, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, I can have my candy.
Candy
right?
any time of day.
It's afternoon somewhere.
And it's a holiday.
It is a holiday. You can have a little extra candy on the holidays. You tell Mom Uncle Scott said so.
Well, I think 4th of July is one of those really kid-friendly holidays that, kids all love. You just have so much time outside and with your friends and family. It's just a great time.
Absolutely, and we had a great time last night. Our host there, Connor Construction, just
We
across
did.
from the airport in Rochester, fed us well, and saw some good fireworks last night there at Rochester. Congratulations
They
to
put on a
everybody over
great
there.
show
Did a
there
really
last
nice
night,
job.
yes.
Lots of compliments.
So we had a great time with friends and family there.
We set it up so that we know where we're going to be next year to bring you those live. We've not done the Rochester fireworks live in many years.
Well, that would be fun.
But tonight you will be able to tune into the Akron fireworks live. Dakota Hayden, one of our senior producers, is
Really?
going, and he said, "I'm taking the camera, boss." I said, "People will really enjoy that."
Well,
So
that's
we're
a
gonna
great
try
idea.
The difficulty in doing that is the focal. It's very hard
Right.
to focus on things in the sky when
Yes.
it's very dark, and so we think we've figured that out. We think we've got the cameras and gear to handle that, so we're going to try
Well-
that tonight. So folks, if you're watching, please, if you can't make it over to Akron, tune in tonight. We'll have some fireworks here for you on RTC TV floor.
Hopefully the weather will be as good as last night. There wasn't any wind, and the fireworks just went straight up, and it was beautiful.
It
so
was
that
hot.
would be great.
It was hot
very
yesterday,
hot.
but there was a threat of storms all day, as there has been all week. But
We're hoping that rain holds off till we get done with our fun.
absolutely. Well, thanks again to all the first responders who've been a part of this, coming through the parade. This is our last parade of the season. So I want to thank everybody for being a part of that. Can't do it without them, right?
Absolutely.
Who we have next here, Glenda?
Well, we should next have our parade marshal, Brett Boggs.
Brett Boggs, what a gentleman, what a consummate gentleman, and distinguished gentleman at that. He was, of course, the Tippecanoe Valley school system's superintendent for many years, and retired 2 years ago now. And so it's good to see Brett in the parade and giving back to the community. He needs to be recognized for all the great that he has brought. Looks like we have the color guard coming up now, Glenda.
Yes, this is our Fulton County Veterans Honor Guard, and it is the 100th anniversary for the American Legion Post 36.
That is fantastic. Now we've got a special thing. As you see the gentleman walking behind here, this is Chuck Heilman, and he is carrying an 1812 militia real actor. And so that's pretty authentic for the kiddos to see there as he's walking through.
That's
trailing
pretty
the parade.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty neat stuff there.
And coming up next, we have the 2019 Miss Akron, Mackenzie Fear.
Well, Fear Farms and the Fear family known very well over there. It's they continue to contribute to that community and putting out some great some lineage, if you will,
Absolutely.
of people giving back to the community. And Mackenzie here, of course, this was what RTC presented live the other night with your exclusive coverage of the Miss Akron pageant. Want to thank Rebecca Schultz. Want to thank everybody over in Akron. We have received more information and been more informed this year than in the 10 years that I've been doing this. So keep it up. We'll get more coverage over there. You just got to let us know.
Yes.
So thanks so much for all the cooperation over there.
Yeah, we really do appreciate that. We get more information from them than any other parade, probably, so it really helps.
Absolutely. Now the color guard's doing a little bit of something here at the corner. As soon as they finish out here, we will commence with the parade. Big hand for the colors there.
An important part of our parade, especially on 4th of July. We appreciate the color guard coming out to do that for us.
You see the flag there at the bottom of our screen. It's a mixed blessing. It's unfurled. I wish somebody would, it's furled up, and I wish somebody would undo it and let it flap in the wind, but at the same time it would be in the way of my camera. So.
It would block our view, so.
But after the parade, I'm hoping somebody actually unfurls that and lets it blow in the wind.
So congratulations again to Mackenzie Fear, 2019 Miss Akron. And coming up behind her is the 2019 Miss Akron first runner-up and Miss Congeniality, Angelica Ortega. So congratulations to her as well. And in the next car, we have the second runner-up for the Miss Akron pageant, Faith Camp. And coming right behind her is Miss Photogenic for 2019, Chelsea Mans.
I thought I was most photogenic here.
You weren't in the contest.
Oh,
so.
okay.
And of course, there's always the Miss Sparkler and Mr. Firecracker. And here we have the 2019 Miss Sparkler winner, Nora Meinert, and some Miss Sparkler contestants. And then, of course, the Mr. Firecracker winner is Dax Miller.
Just saw Dax go by there.
And Mr. Firecracker contestants. We don't have names for the others, but I'm sure they all had fun. Love the squirt guns. It looks like they had some squirt guns here.
Yeah, that's the one thing we miss, calling it from the booth, so to speak, is I can't get down there and get squirted.
We also had the 2018 Miss Fulton County, Emily Tyler.
Excellent. Of course, your Fulton County Fair getting ready to start. We've had more coverage this year than ever before.
And there's also a 2018 Little Miss Fulton County, Avery Montel.
Excellent. Thank you for that. We're going to have to work on our throws. Some of those throws are literally a foot away from traffic. You got to get that. You got to really. I should run a clinic next year before the parade season starts on how to throw the candy further into the crowds.
I believe there was the Miss Living Local and Mr. Living Local for 2019. Kennedy Ogle and Deacon Cheeseman.
Excellent. That's from the Living Local Festival last weekend.
Just had that.
Excellent.
I need the numbers on the vehicles to be a little bit bigger just to make sure.
So we can get them there.
I can see.
Go ahead and read that off, Glenda, in case we missed anybody. We'll catch up to them. They'll be all right.
The 2019 Miss Kosciuszko County Fair Queen, Kyla Kohler, and the 2019 Miss Kosciuszko County Teen Fair Queen, Bree Feldman. We are very well represented here. 2019 Mentone Mr. Rooster, J.D. Kimmel, and Miss Chick, Addison Ranstead. We saw them at the Egg Festival.
We sure did.
We also have the 2019 Miss Blueberry, Abigail Powell. And the Ms. Indiana American Royal Beauties winner, Erica Snyder.
Excellent. That is excellent. So that was float number 17 just going by here. Of
all of our winners for the local contest.
You did a fabulous job of keeping up there.
I think we got them in. You know, this parade's going a little quicker than some of the last ones we've done,
they've
which
been
is
doing
great.
It long enough. They've
got it down.
As organized as any we see. But this is a very special group coming through right now on the horseback.
This is the Miami Indians. Shauna Ammerman is the name that we have here.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Shauna, and everybody for representing here. Remember our heritage, of course. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A very important part of our heritage here in America. So, yeah, I think the Akron Parade is one of the best organized that we do. You know, they've done this for so long, and they usually keep it going without too many lulls in between, which is what we like. You want to keep that action coming. And I see a huge bull approaching.
This is for Dilly's Restaurant and Bar there in Akron.
What a great place.
You know, you and I have talked about the rebirth of small towns in America, and I'll tell you, it starts with restaurants. Restaurants like Dilly's, where somebody is going to honestly go into a little bit of debt to put a nice facility together and serve you food.
And haven't they done a great job of creating a place that we can go to and enjoy, and I love it there.
Yeah, couldn't be more grateful to the folks at Dilly's for what they've done. You and I commented as we went over on a Saturday night about 7 o'clock that there was not a place to park in downtown Akron, and that's just a great sight to see.
It sure is.
So kudos to Dilly's. Keep up the great work there. And folks that are listening and watching, get into Dilly's. Have a nice meal. You will very much enjoy yourself.
And you know, there's several other places in Akron too some great places. You have a lot of choices for a small town, so it's really great. Get out and visit those places and enjoy.
Highlighting Dilly's, of course, because
they're in the freight. But there are many places too. Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be your Woodlawn, and you've got something to read here about Woodlawn. This is your Woodlawn Medical Professionals.
We do have some information. Woodlawn Hospital has been committed to provide excellent health care services by highly skilled staff in a compassionate and caring manner for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital also has physician offices in Argus, Akron, Rochester, and Fulton. Woodlawn Hospital offers a variety of services from pediatric care, family care, rehab services, orthopedic services, surgical services, oncology services, and OBGYN services. Woodlawn Hospital would like to thank the community for entrusting us with your care and quality of life. Have an awesome 4th of July.
Excellent. Well read, my dear. Thank you so much for that.
Not bad on one cup of coffee.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Well, thank you for that, and thanks again for the information that's been flowing our way from the folks at Akron. Now, that's your Akron United Methodist Church coming through here now. If you've not been over to that church, what a nice facility.
It is beautiful. Yeah, and that's been there for a long time. I couldn't tell you the exact year, but as long as I can remember, it's been there. So it's a great place here in Akron.
So that's what you've got here before you is the church at the moment, and then after that I can see it behind that Lake City truck that we've been
like that.
We have been stalking them at every parade. I'll tell you, I really enjoy that. I think it's a wonderful marketing piece by the bank, and
Scott wants one of those.
I would like one, and I would like to put a big RTC4 on the side of it and just drive in parades, if nothing else. A nice contingency, though, from the United Methodist Church there in Akron.
Absolutely.
Everybody on their little Kubotas and their little everythings, having a good time, folks out walking. And there's your Lake City Bank armored vehicle.
That's very impressive.
Speakers aren't blaring too loudly today from it.
No. Coming up next behind them, we have the Fulton County Republicans. Mike Canada is the chairman. Candidates on the ballot for the November 5th Rochester City election are Mayor of Rochester, Ted Denton. For City Council at Large, Brian Goodman and Chase Thompson. City Council District 2, Mason Heidi. City Council District 3, Brian Fitzwater. City Council District 4, Martin Smith. And City Council District 5, John Garrett.
Excellent. Well, good luck to all the candidates this fall. Thank you to Mr. Canada for all that he does for the local parties.
And we also have State Senator Randy Head.
Excellent. Randy walking today. Usually Randy's in that big old fire truck. He was in there in Mentone. Always a pleasure to see Randy in town.
Now the next thing I have listed is K&S Trucking.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Number on this one. This is the end. This is Randy Head. He's in the tractor.
He's in the tractor. Okay.
There's Randy right there. That's great. Okay.
Very good.
So here's your K&S coming up behind here, I believe, Glenda. But we'll see.
That looks like it. like it should be coming up.
Nice truck there, pulling a nice float. Got the kids on
Lots
the float.
of folks riding, yeah. Always fun to ride and throw the candy too. I enjoy that.
Absolutely, and they're bringing their big trucks with them. I'll tell you. Look at that fleet of trucks coming our way.
Awesome.
Boy, if they could just load one of those up with some nice topsoil for us, Glenda, we'd have the best garden in Fulton County. On the road doing big things, so thanks to all them for all they do. I saw some information the other day about how many truck drivers the United States of America employs, and I'll tell you what, things don't get done without truck drivers.
Absolutely.
In America. Transportation is a key functionality of our society, so thanks to all these
We
guys.
do still
out there
need the
doing it.
trucks
Absolutely.
and the drivers.
Absolutely.
And they're just fun too. All the kids love seeing the trucks, and we see one coming up here with the bed tipped up.
A couple of them got the beds tipped. That's pretty impressive. Neat stuff here. And yeah, who doesn't like to see a big truck in a parade?
Or to ride in one would be great. Yeah.
Maybe we could park one there and we could record the parade
Ooh.
next year from the
From
truck.
the truck. That would be cool. Well, they have them in all colors and sizes, don't they?
Bright green coming your way.
I like the bright green. I can see it coming down the road that way. That way I make sure to get out of its way.
And here's your Hertzler Funeral Services.
Nice old bell on there. And following them is Gagnon Motors.
They've been a part of Akron for many, many years.
Yes, they have.
Go there for all of your automotive needs. If they don't have it on the lot, I'm sure they'd be happy to help you find it.
And you could purchase a fine car like you see right here.
Yes, I would take that one.
You would, yes, that would be
That
great.
would make my list.
Who wouldn't want to drive that?
Exactly, but again, you got to thank the folks at Gagnon Motors for being a part of this
Right.
parade today.
Headed our way now are some folks from the Akron Church of God.
A nice facility over there with the Akron Church of God, doing great things, spreading the gospel every weekend.
Oh, and I bet it happens every day, not just on the
Oh,
weekends.
amen to that. But
They're working every day.
Also, some great daycare facilities over there. You see some of the kids hanging out. The back of the float there. This is going to be your Pike Lumber Company. Utter family.
They are definitely an important part of this community. Pike Lumber has been in business there for a long time.
That is just a heck of a forklift, I'm just saying. It might not be the world's biggest, but it's pretty darn big. We had some shots of him one year running that thing up. We were on top of the building that year. And
Oh yeah, and he was
he
running
brought
it up.
He brought it
all the way
parallel
up.
to the top of the building. He probably could have lifted me off of the top. But
Very impressive.
Really neat stuff there in Pike Lumber. What just a cornerstone of the community of Akron.
Absolutely.
A rich history, good people running it then, good people running it now. A long future ahead for Pike Lumber Company. And their hardwoods are literally desired all over the world. So one of the top-notch providers of hardwood right here in Fulton County, Akron, Indiana, Pike Lumber.
And here we have the Akron Youth League, a truck full of kids.
Well, you see the squirt guns there. You see the kids all having fun. Akron Youth League doing great things. We've tried our best to get some coverage. We've got some coverage coming up for some tournaments later this season yet. But keeping the kids active, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And Akron has really got that going on. They're keeping their kids running all summer long over there at those ball fields. Can't thank all the volunteers, parents, and everybody who's making Akron Youth League what it is today. Just keep up the great work there.
That's also an important part of the community, absolutely. Services for the kids. And next up we have Splendor Boats with a veranda pontoon. That absolutely looks like fun for a day like this out on the lake.
Yes, please.
Yes. If I could do that, if I could make that magically appear for you, I would.
I think we need to go over to Splendor Boats and do a business spotlight here soon, right?
Next, they also have a 26-foot Splendor catamaran deck boat. And that looks like lots of fun as well.
Nice.
This is the great time of year to have those fun toys. It's a perfect day to be out on the lake.
That catamaran boat is pretty impressive.
It is.
Wow. Lots of fun. Well, we got quite a few folks from Curlin here, the Curlin family of businesses. They've got the Calliope coming up here. We saw that at
like that,
Mentone.
sure.
What a lot of fun there. They've got a 2018 Ford F-150 with trailer, and then another truck with a trailer here. Here we have Curlin's family of businesses from Silver Lake, Indiana, with the historic 1927 Model T and Calliope. In 1927, Russell Curlin opened the Ford dealership in Silver Lake, making Curlin's the 12th oldest Ford dealership in the country and the only dealer in the area to sell a new Ford Model T off the lot. Curlin Motors is the oldest of the four Curlin family of businesses, now offering products and services through Curlin Motors, Curlin Tractor, Curlin Trailer, and Curlin Motorsports. So, the next time you're looking for a truck, a tractor, an ATV, a horse trailer, a lawnmower, or quite frankly just about anything with a mower, please consider the Curlin, because they are a small town dealer with a friendly way. Well put.
And they had a great showing there with lots of things that people could enjoy.
Absolutely. Well, we know some of these folks. Joe McCarter and the crew from RTC.
They look familiar.
They do. Boss looking good today, sir.
And he's out there
fast.
Yeah, he's like, get me out of this heat.
He is walking quickly today. I see the Heidi's there, Mason, and
brought the kids.
Allison bringing the kids. Thank you so much for being out there today. You got the RTC boom truck, of course. That Greta Lynch up in the back there throwing some candy. Thanks to all the RTC staffers who are out there braving this 93-degree heat index at this point as they come by the RTC building there in Akron.
Yes.
RTC Fiber Communications. I could probably go for an hour just talking about this company, but 126 years old. They've been offering telephone services and communication services for that long.
That's fantastic.
If you don't know this, they are one of the leaders in the country with regard to fiber. They were doing it before just about anybody. So RTC Fiber Communications, if you're in the Akron area, we've got services to give you. Give us a call up at RTC.
And we just saw the Gone Fishing for Jesus
the
float from the Shiloh Chapel.
The Shiloh Chapel. That was a neat little float.
I like that boat.
That.
That's great.
Fishing for Jesus, or Gone Fishing for Jesus. That's a lot of fun.
Coming up here, we have Woodcock's Drywall.
Excellent. Thank you for being in the parade today, hopefully promoting your business. Again, Woodcock's Drywall, if you're looking for any drywall needs. Now we got Road Riders for Jesus. We're fishing for Jesus, and now we're riding for Jesus.
Hey, you can do it several different ways.
A lot of fun there as you see the folks coming up with their ATVs and motorcycles. Nice little float there, a simple float.
Well stated, though.
And we saw them in Akron as well, and I admired that, or Mentone, and I saw that sidecar vehicle.
Yes.
We talked about that. I would do a production from that as well if you would like. That would be fun. Number 38, we are at the B&K from Mentone. Eaten there many a time, stopped.
B&K, always great.
Absolutely. See him throwing some candy there. Coming up down the road, we're going to have the New Life Church with Operation Christmas Child.
At New Life, we believe sharing the gospel is one of the most important commandments Jesus gave his disciples, and Operation Christmas Child is just one way that we can do that. So much more than a gift in a box, sharing the good news. These shoeboxes reach children in more than 100 countries, so thank you, Fulton County, for packing 1,896 boxes in 2018. They hope to make it an even more successful year in 2019.
Now, what I do have to say about this is in years past, we've seen one individual pushing a cart in every parade we went to for Operation Christmas
Right,
Child.
now this is a great float.
And they've got a full-blown
Yes.
float, so fantastic. There it is, in fact, that cart at the
Right,
back.
and then now they have
And
the
now they have the
float.
full-blown float.
Fantastic.
So some great support there. We're happy to see that, and let's support that. The New Life Church with Operation Christmas Child.
Coming our way right now are some beautiful vehicles, and these come from the Hoosier Old Wheels. Love that truck. I would take that.
You've commented
I
on
like
these trucks.
The old trucks.
You like the old trucks.
I do.
We'll have to get you one of those one of these days. You got to get our kids through school, though.
Yeah.
You get that done, then maybe I can afford a truck like that. That's a beautiful vehicle right behind that as well.
They're all gorgeous. And I know these people put in a lot of hard work and long hours to restore and keep these cars up, and trucks.
Well, if this tells you how far sound travels, we can hear that band fairly clearly.
Can.
And they're a few blocks down the road yet, but that's the Tippecanoe Valley Marching Band coming up here.
We're glad to see them in this parade. We don't see as many bands in parades as we used to, and so it's always great to see the kids marching. I know it's hard on a hot day, but I'm sure they've brought along water and trying to keep them safe and healthy on the way. But it's fantastic to hear the kids in the parade. So we're really looking forward to seeing them.
That's your Tippecanoe Valley Marching Band. They couldn't have framed that any better for us, Glenn. It put us right there in the center of our camera shot, so a great job there.
That was great. Love hearing them.
Now, were you a member of the Tippecanoe? You were.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was first an Akron Flyer and then a Valley Viking, and member of the band. Loved marching in parades. We did a lot. We went to a lot of parades every summer.
That's great. Well, as you said, that tradition's kind of weaning.
Yeah.
We'd like to see that back. I think you'll cycle back, and we'll have a lot more bands and a lot more parades in the future.
Coming up next, we have Raber's Country Store represented. I have to say I've not been there, but I've heard lots of good things about their place. That a lot of good items there that you can go out and purchase at Raber's Country Store.
Well, it sounds like a field trip for me and Glenda, so we'll get out there to Raber's Country Store.
Just a little break here.
A little bit of a lull, not too bad. They've kept it pretty tight
They
today.
have done a
Nice
good
job
job
by the folks there.
So now it's just a little chance to get a water. Maybe you need some water to drink, and
time to catch your breath. The kids
Right.
can, rest their knees from diving for candy.
Eat a piece of candy.
Eat a piece of candy. Yeah, that's what this is. This is your candy intermission. Eat some of your spoils of the day. Well, I will take another opportunity here just to digress, because I'm really, really good at that. But we'll talk about RTC for a moment. And just, folks, we've got great things coming your way, RTC. Investing in this local community in ways that they've never done before, and just a great company through and through. Of course, we do have telephone services. We also, of course, have internet services, and that's the big thing in rural America right now is everybody's trying to get fast speeds. And if you live in Akron, odds are good you're able to get true fiber speeds, and that's just incredible speeds if you're trying to do anything like we're doing, where you're pulling feeds down, you're pushing them back out. You need that infrastructure in your house, and every device you bring into your house requires more speed. So give the folks at RTC a call. They're happy to come out and talk to you honestly and sincerely about what they think might be the best for you in your situation, in your household. So
sounds great.
Give RTC a call up at 574-223-2191, and they'll be happy to help you out.
Well, here we should have a float from Kroger's showing you how you can be having a good time over the 4th of July. It's a little party there.
A little bit. And, they've got everything. Of course, you're going to buy your hamburgers and your hot dogs and your brats and all your meats from them and all your accoutrements, but they've also got those tables that you're seeing.
Kroger's has a lot more. Yeah, it's been our go-to place.
Yeah, really. They've done a nice job. That's Kroger's over here in Rochester in the Peachtree Plaza there.
Yes. And coming up next, we have the...
Wait, I have to say hi to Kenny.
Oh,
I always got to say hi to Kenny at the
Kenny
parades.
Kenny is representing Kroger's well.
Everywhere we go. So thanks, Kenny, and the crew, Chuck Humler, everybody doing great things at Kroger's.
Okay. And now we have the Fulton County Democrats coming through.
Excellent. Phil Olinger doing great things there. Phyllis Bittinger been just a great part of that for years and years. I want to thank everybody. As you know, I get sappy for this. I thank people for stepping up and choosing to lead, Democrat, Republican, Independent. If you're stepping up, we appreciate what you're doing for this community.
Well, they do, put in a lot of time and effort to all of that. So, yeah, it's...
Absolutely. And campaigning is not an easy endeavor. You have to have very thick skin. So I recognize these guys. They're going a little slower.
One of your favorites.
They're going a little slower today. They probably put on their little show down the road there. But this is
Indiana Racing Lions.
Yeah, the Racing Lions. What a neat thing for these guys to be doing here. And Glenda, you're going to have something to talk about here. I recognize that logo that I made many moons ago the Compassionate Health Center in Fulton County.
The Compassionate Health Center is an option for free health care in Fulton County. If you are between the ages of 18 and 64 and have no health insurance, they may be the place for you. They provide medical, dental, and vision services in conjunction with Woodlawn Hospital and local providers. They are distributing Band-Aid flyers today to advertise their services. They are located across from the airport in Rochester and would welcome your inquiries. Enroll now, and they'll be there for you through health and sickness.
very well spoken. That is the Compassionate Health Center here in Rochester. Or in Rochester, I should say.
And then we had the American Red Cross.
Thank you. And representatives out of, I'm guessing, the Plymouth area coming down for that. That's fantastic.
And one of our favorite entries right here, the Fort Wayne Corvette Club. They have 25 cars this year to show us.
You know, this is definitely one of my favorite parts of the Akron parade every year, but it's somewhat of a, I don't know, masochistic, because I have to sit here and endure staring at these beauties as they come across, and wow, just
we can admire them though, and yeah, they are great.
That is American ingenuity at its finest. The Corvette Club out of Fort Wayne. Can't thank you enough for being here.
And I know everyone enjoys seeing your cars, so yes, we thank you for coming over.
And I'll tell you, Glenda, pick any one of the 25. I'm not too picky.
Not too picky. I know we're
I'll
both
take any
fond
color.
of blue, but yeah, we wouldn't be too picky. We would drive any of these. Beautiful cars. And of course, a lot of them convertibles, which is perfect for today.
It's a must. New, old, and everything in between, right? And I guess you
Absolutely.
don't call a Corvette old, you call it a classic.
Definitely a classic.
Nothing is cheap. It's simply affordable.
Sounds good too.
Yeah. Well, Akron's looking good. We're real happy for Akron. Of course, you know, you're seeing it here on my camera screen in high definition, but you got a nice paved road right through Akron now again, and it's just a nice smooth ride for those Corvettes in the parade route today. Again, take the opportunity to remind folks, tune in to RTC TV 4 tonight if you can't make it over to the Akron fireworks. Dakota Hayden going to have that production for you tonight. We'll go live with those fireworks. You know, again, you say dusk, but that's about 10 o'clock these days. So
Yeah, I'm sure it was 10 o'clock last night till we got started. So yeah, that's.
When we start shooting them off, we'll get that.
Enjoy that while you can, though. You know.
Absolutely. And hey, by the way, a big shout out to Steve Stricker and his wife Carrie for covering the Argus parade for us this year. Libby Wojcik, soon to be Libby Hubbard, was up there as the camera operator, and Steve and his wife called it just like you and I would, and it was nice to see some RTC employees getting out there and
Absolutely.
doing some of that, representing the community of Argus. Of course, Steve's from up that way. His kids go to the Argus schools, so.
And we like to catch all the local parades, so
Absolutely.
that was
But he did a great
great
job. They both did a great job, and you know, if you're in the Akron area and you want to call this parade, and you and your husband or you and your wife are interested, let us know. We want local folks doing things, and you know, we're keeping it as local as we can here on RTC TV4. But that could always use more help. Speaking of which, if you're watching the parade, or even if you're watching it later, we need kids and adults, quite frankly, to help us out with the Akron productions. The Tippecanoe Valley crew is the hardest crew for me to get out of my 8 schools.
Is that really?
And we're having some difficulty. So if you have a student, or if you yourself are interested in helping us out with productions this year, please give us a call up at RTC. Ask for Scott Sager. I'd be happy to meet with you and talk to you. We've made it fairly easy. You know, a lot of times it's just hit a button and start talking, but there's some pieces and parts to it, and we got to have the good people. We love the students who are interested in communications, whether it's media or broadcasting.
Right. Great way for them to learn
A lot
about
of
the
Yep.
business.
And we brought in 9 interns this summer, one from each of the schools, plus a couple of other kids, and they're all learning how to do what we do better, so that they can bring you better coverage come this fall. But the Akron area, in particular, we need folks to help us cover Tippecanoe Valley. Give us a call up at RTC. We pay fairly well, and we really consider you a part of the family when you come in and help us with our productions. And we've got, you know, almost 40 people now that help us put these productions together, many of whom have regular jobs, and they just help us in the evenings when when they have the opportunity. So
Well, maybe someone will hear this and give you a call.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. So I'm going to shut up and let Glenda take this back over, as we've got some new parade entries.
We do. We have a group called Extreme Lightning Cheer, and these kids are just having a great time learning about cheering and getting together to do that, and doing events like this where they can show some of their skills.
Well, that's fantastic, and we love, anything that's got the kids out doing, being,
right, keeping them involved,
keeping them off their phones and their tablets. My goodness, what a hard endeavor!
Absolutely.
But these kiddos are out there cheering and having a great time. In the dance classes, you've seen a lot of that, gymnastics. So keep them active, folks, and there's tons of opportunities here locally for that.
Here's another opportunity. This is the Fulton County Girl Scouts, and they're a great group as well.
I have to tell you, for Girl Scout troops, the Fulton County is well known throughout the state of being exceptionally well organized and putting out a nice class of ladies every year. So give them a call if you've got anyone in that age group, a young lady interested in the Fulton County Girl Scouts.
Here we have Frank and Carna Earl with their 1930 Ford Model A. And right behind them, Buddy Eugene and Claudia in their 1930 Ford Model A Roadster.
I like the Roadster.
That's awesome, isn't it?
To be honest. So this is our special gentleman coming up here, is that correct?
Yes, this is Darwin Stafford with his John Deere. It's a 1947 A tractor. And I've been told he came all the way from Dayton, Texas for this parade.
He is originally an Akronite, and he came over 1,000 miles away. He's formerly of Akron. He's checking an item off his bucket list and bringing his 1947 John Deere A tractor from Dayton, Ohio. Both he and...
I'm sorry, you told me Texas.
Dayton, Texas. I'm
okay,
sorry.
I thought maybe I was wrong.
You were right. Both his late father, Dwight, or DeWitt, and his grandfather drove their tractors in the parade in years past.
That's awesome.
His grandpa's was steam-powered.
Super. And here we have the Wheels on Fire Cancer Crusaders. Smash out cancer. All funds raised are distributed locally between Fulton County Cancer Care Fund and the Kosciuszko County Cancer Care Fund. They are not affiliated with the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. They're just doing this on their own.
And they're doing great things. I've met the folks there, and I've been where they've been presented some awards, done some great things. So,
right.
And they're out of Beaver Dam. The 24th, they're going to have an event at the Akron Community Center. So
Super.
Get over and be a part of that.
Now we have Echoes of the Past, and they have quite a few tractors here. We have listed 10 to 15 tractors. Do you enjoy seeing those as they go by? And now we have Delyn Geiger and son Graham, a 1953 Farmall Super M and Pop's Radio Flyer wagon, and 1945 Farmall BN. That's a lot of information there, though I'm not sure what that means.
No, that's a beauty. And look at the wagon that they're towing behind this. I mean, that's incredible what they put together there. But really nice job. Beautiful looking tractor.
It is. And then we have Ann and Mark Floor with a novelty 1957 Chevy golf cart.
Pretty neat little golf
That's
cart
cool.
right there, huh? And what's right behind them?
Behind them is a 57 Chevrolet Bel Air hardtop from Ann and Mark Floor also.
And that's the real size.
That's awesome.
Just a beauty. Love the fins, right?
It is beautiful.
Now, did your folks ever have cars with fins? Because we
No.
had two, as I remember
No,
growing
my
up.
dad was a little more practical. We didn't have
Okay.
anything quite that fancy.
We had a couple that still had the fins on them back in the early 70s. So.
Now we also have Jesse Floor with a 1940 Farmall B coming up here.
Nice.
No, I love those cars with the fins. They're great.
I gotta put my glasses.
Yeah, we've got some more tractors coming up. It is a farming community, so we like to be well represented with our tractors.
Absolutely. You've got 3 generations of the Murphy family coming up. You've got Murph, Justin, and Dryden, and Elliott. 1980 Max Superliner and tractor.
Then we also have the Fulton County Historical Power Association bringing us quite a few tractors as well. So it really doesn't matter what kind of tractor is your favorite. You get to see a variety here, and they're all well represented.
The best variety we see in all the parades we do.
Absolutely.
I mean, you really get that farming community feel out of this Akron parade. And seriously, it's tractors on parade. What more fun can you have?
Oh, these old ones are great, you know.
Now, I would personally be the guy under the one with the canopy.
That's a smart one there. Little shade today is a good thing.
Yeah, for my bald head, I would definitely need the shade.
And we also have Steve Wagner with 2 tractors today.
Well, we got something else coming up here. What's this, Glenda?
Well, I believe this is John Murley with his 1960 Zundap motorcycle. It's one I haven't heard of before. We also have Lloyd Mork with his 47 Oliver tractor. And a Chalmer Campbell 65 wheel horse. Josh Stewart with a 68 David Brown tractor. And Swaff Jr. lawnmower, and Morgan Swafford with 3-wheel bike. We did see that go by. And our final Akron Bike Brigade at the end.
Yeah, quite the flurry there at the end. I apologize if we missed anybody. We did our best there to capture everybody as they were coming through. And, of course, the Bike Brigade coming through.
It's always a finish, yep. A great finish for the parade. It's been a good one.
Well, that's the 2019 Akron Parade. Glenda, what do you think?
Another one to mark down for history.
Now, I have to say, though, I mean, all the years that we've done the 4th of July Parade, I think it's been hot and sunny.
I think you're right. I can't remember when we've done one where it was rain. No, most of them are hot and sunny, so and that's the way a 4th of July parade's supposed to be.
Absolutely. Well, we can't thank the folks from Akron enough. We sincerely appreciate all the information that came our way so that we could provide the best production possible for this parade. Lots of fun, lots of community, and that's what it is all about, community. Remember that from your Uncle Scott here on RTC TV4. For my lovely wife, Glenda, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We've had a lot of fun. Tune in tonight. We're going to have the Akron fireworks, so you can enjoy that. But if you're watching this, you're sitting on your couch there in Rochester, there is no need, my friend. Get up, head over to Akron. Lots of fun stuff going on all day today, right?
Absolutely. We hope that you'll have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Absolutely. Thanks again for watching. I'm Scott Sager here with RTC TV4. We'll see you next time.